Director of Suicide Squad David Ayer expresses what he believes is what could have and what will save DC in the future. So once again, this comes at us directly from David Ayer, where he decided to take a lot of fan questions and respond to them one after another in regards to why he believes that DC is where it is now and what the correct course of action would be to fix the brand. And he says that it's very important to focus on the dark and intense side of the DC brand because that's how it's always been. And he says the easy solution to this is to let every single filmmaker do their own thing. Don't operate with fear. Be daring. Let each director do exactly what they want. Don't interfere, and you're going to get the exact product that's going to save your brand. Now, while I understand what he's saying in one part, trust the director, as you always should, he's 100% wrong on the, hey, DC's always been dark and intense, and the darker, more intense brand and all its characters are dark. Green Lantern, The Flash, Shazam, Blue Beetle, they're not dark, right? Like, I get he's probably talking more about, but didn't get to express it in regards to what him and Snyder were going for. And yeah, Suicide Squad can be a darker brand and has been in like one iteration, but Suicide Squad as a comic has always been brighter and fun and kind of intense. So his notion here is kind of weird to me. It's almost like he's saying that DC should just be what him and Snyder were setting out to make and not what it has been in the comics for the majority of its existence. Right? Like Batman's been campy and lighthearted longer than he's actually been a dark, brooding character. Think about that for a second. So I kind of get what he's saying, and I think he's relying on the whole DCEU aspect and not so much on DC as a whole, but it's kind of problematic because, I mean, if you would have let him and Snyder make the exact films they wanted, then things could have gone much worse. Would have gone much worse, honestly, because the audience didn't respond to their films, which is why they pivoted so hard. Like, their correlation is right there. So I don't know if this is anything to it, but I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Would the DCEU truly have been able to take down the MCU like everybody implied had they just stuck with David Ayer's and Zack Snyder's vision and not meddled?